Everyone, welcome back. Today's video is I'm gonna try to answer a question that I get a lot, and if you watch the video all the way through, hopefully we'll be able to answer that question and give you my reasons for the answer I give. So the answer we get a lot is, are we organic? Do we grow organically? And before you answer that question, first of all, you got to know what organics is. And I would recommend anyone that's curious about organics or interested in organic production, or just if you know you're looking at it as a buying decision, if you're looking to buy organics or conventionally grown stuff, whatever, is to go to the USDA website, United States Department of Agriculture, and under their organic tab, they have Organics 101, and they define and lay out exactly what is an organic production. They are the certifying agency, so basically they wrote the book on it. What they say goes, if you will. But in a nutshell, basically organic production is when you use natural products in the production of produce. In other words, you're using naturally occurring fertilizers, naturally occurring pesticides, you're using naturally occurring everything, but there are some synthetics allowed in certain areas and stuff. It gets very convoluted. You just have to look at it, read through it. But in a nutshell, it is not that it's sprayed or not sprayed. That does not define organics. Organics basically says you have to use a natural spray versus a synthetic spray. You have to use natural fertilizer versus synthetic fertilizer. Okay, so that's what organics is. Do we grow organically? No, we do not. And there are several reasons that we don't. And I'll kind of go through them with you real quickly and explain to you why we don't on our operation. Now, the biggest reason is, well, not the biggest reason, but the first reason would be input cost. The naturally occurring stuff, the organically certified seeds, transplants, stuff like that, are significantly more expensive than their conventional counterparts. That's a huge reason. Another reason is that it requires more labor. In other words, I'll have to do more labor inputs into these crops. And I'll give you a good instance. Instead of using like a herbicide, we would have to manually weed or cultivate these crops. Another issue to run into is it narrows the amount of crops we could grow successfully. In our area, we basically live in a temperate rainforest. You know, some of the crops we wouldn't be able to grow as successfully if we tried to do organically. There are people that have success with it, but so forth and so on. Another huge reason is yield reduction. You know, if we're getting 75% of a crop, we're normally getting 90% of a crop, or if we're getting 60% of a crop where we normally get 75% of a crop, you know, that reduces the amount that we get to sell. Another key point is that in our area, the markets that we sell to, the demand for organic is not as high. Now, there may be several reasons for that. It may be because we live in a historically economic lower tier area that the people are not willing to pay for it. It may be that there is already enough supply of organic product out there to meet the demand. I don't know. We do have quite a bit of organic production in some crops in this area. We probably also have a pretty high demand, but the markets that we service, it is very, very low percentage of what we can sell. So one market, it's about 4%. The other market, none. I mean, they're just not interested at all in it. And then we've got another market that would probably be interested in it if we offered it. So that's another reason we don't. So at the end of the day, it just doesn't work economically for us. It's not a philosophy to me. I mean, some folks get wrapped up, there's benefits, and I'm not denying there's not benefits. We do use some organic methods in our production. We also use some conventional methods. So we blend the two together to work for us. And that's kind of the way we approach it. It's a question I get quite a bit, because a lot of times as a small vegetable grower, people automatically assume that you're either organic or you're doing this or you're doing that. We're not, and we're teeny tiny. I mean, 20 acres of production is just a blip on the radar, if that. So, that's the way we do it, and that's why we don't do it that way. It's just basically the economics and the convenience and our situation. So I hope that answers that question about why we don't do it. No, we don't grow organically, just because it just does not financially work out for us. Farm boy economics, it don't work. So that's a question I get a lot. I get several questions a lot, and I'll try to take each one of them and kind of answer them in a video. So if you have one, shoot it to us, and we'll go from there. So if you like what we're doing, subscribe to us, like it, comment, let us know what you think, and we will talk to you guys later.